Hi trophies, hello, happy Saturday. I am in the studio doing some jump practice and wanted to invite you to join me because I've never really done this kind of practice before, and so it's fun to do it with you if you want to join me. And so it keeps me more accountable to stay with it for as long as I can go. So maybe you don't know this, but I'm on a cellar sizer rebounder, and the cellar sizer rebounder has the max resistance against my muscles and joints, so they get the most stretching and strengthening and also efficient cleansing down to the cellular level. So I do have a jump sport, but I'm choosing my cellar sizer rebounder for this practice today. So if you're tuning in at any time in this live little bounce session, just get on your jumper and bounce with me. And all we're going to do is bounce really, really slow and low. And what I want us to do is get into the middle of the mat and then put our toes out into an outward position so that we can access the inner thighs and also flex the quads. And then we can flex the tummy by sticking it out a little bit. And then we have the opportunity to flex the arms by holding onto the handlebar. Sitting on top of our spines, sitting on top of our hips with our spines, and putting a light squeeze in the arms, trying to get into perfect trophy posture, which is full body muscle activation. And then we bounce very, very gently. And then we breathe in a very strategic way. We are aiming to breathe low and slow, almost undetectable breathing. We're trying to breathe as minimally as possible. So what we are going to do is extend our exhales, and we're going to keep our throat open while we breathe through our nose. And then we're going to breathe in as needed and exhale as needed. Because when we're in this very low intensity muscle activation, we notice that our breathing is very calm and low, but it's required because our muscles are demanding oxygen. So we go with our oxygen flow, but we try to keep it as minimal as possible. And I've already been doing this for a good 10 minutes. I'm starting to feel warm all throughout my body, and I'm feeling muscle activation head to toe. If I want to feel more activation in my face, I can lean back and look up a little bit. And then there's a resistance against my chin and neck. And I also now have the opportunity, now that I'm inside my trophy body, head to toe, my eyes are closed, I'm controlling my breathing. Now I can move around with my muscle activation, because being in a full body muscle activation is tough to do. If you want to try to do that, that's great. But if it's easier for you to move from more quad inner thigh activation and then take a break in your inner thighs and your quads and come up into your glutes and core, and then bring your attention to your arms and move your muscle activation around your body, then you won't get overly activated in one area, and you can stay with this for as long as possible. So it's a whole new kind of jumping, a whole new kind of accessing the forces of acceleration, the added weight to G-force, almost undetectable bouncing, but we're in this low resistance circle that's putting resistance and weight against our cells, but also because we're in a circular up and down motion, we're also flushing and pumping the cells while there's weight against them. And then we breathe strategically, calmly, and we keep the eyes nice and relaxed, our shoulders nice and relaxed, and then we move the activation throughout our body. And we can notice if we can almost barely breathe because we're so zoned into our trophy body. That our still breath keeps the muscles oxygenized, keeps the oxygen flowing without too much lung movement. Hi, I'm actually live. Stephanie just came in. This is causing a little bit of a shakiness happening in my body because I'm activating energy, and the energy is flowing out of me and feeding my whole body, my mind. I feel good, I feel happy, and I feel connected internally. If our back starts to feel any kind of way, we can always shift our bodies around. We can even do a slow twist and hold a twisted posture position where we can go into the core and connect with every muscle in the entire core, every cell, every vertebrae in the spine. Standing tall, barely breathing, barely needing to breathe. And we can lean back, putting more pressure, more resistance on the core, sticking the tummy out. Turning to the other side. Going inward to our trophy universe and finding mind to stars connection, mind to energy connection, mind to cell connection. All of your muscles and joints are made up of cells. So when you connect to them, you're connecting to all of your greatest potential in your trophy body. Strength, flexibility, clean cells. And it doesn't take much. We're barely moving, but we're in a circular motion with resistance against every single cell. When we put that light flex in our body, then we put more resistance against the cells. So sticking the tummy out, squeezing the legs in, squeezing the arms, and then bouncing in this circular low motion on a really good strong mat. This is a really great way to meditate. Join me if you're just tuning in. Get on your rebounder. Put yourself into a nice pointed toes outward position, posture, form where you can activate your leg muscles, your glute muscles, your core muscles, and your arm muscles. If you lean back slightly, you can get your face muscles and look up slightly. We have to have our handlebar, and we can just bounce low while we keep our breath very, very calm and still. Another way that we can bounce here is by reaching our arms down. I'm flexing my inner thighs, my glutes, quads, core, and then reaching my arms down, keeping my eyes relaxed. Now I'm keeping my breath as still as possible. Pulling my triceps in, squeezing my biceps, and flexing my shoulders. Core is in tight. Can also put my hands here to stay nice and balanced. Can rotate my palms up and down, seeing how that accesses new mind to muscle connection. Staying focused, staying present in my trophy universe, connecting mind to cell, connecting to all the stars in my body, all the points of energy in my body, connecting while I keep my eyes relaxed. Feeling my core nice and firm, obliques, abs. Visualizing my perfect trophy body. Lower back so tight. Glutes so round, so high and tight. Trophy buns. Beautiful lean legs with muscle definition. Nice strong shoulders. Strong biceps, triceps that can pick up my 33-pound dog easily. Core strength that carries me all through the day. A nice tight, chiseled chin and neck and jawline. Feeling the energy pouring out of me right now. Barely moving in this resistance circle. Squeezing my buns, squeezing my core, feeling my flat washboard abs. staying in a low resistance, low intensity so that I can go for longer. Reaching my arms down so I can feel my deltoids, my triceps, my biceps. Relaxing. Coming into my deepest core muscles. Feeling the symmetry in my whole body. I notice that my body micro movements around. That doesn't really make sense, but you know what I mean. It moves around to stay in balance. Buns squeezed, quads squeezed, connecting to my triple quad muscles, rectus femoris muscle going right down the center middle, vastus lateralis muscles going down the outside of the quad, vastus medialis, teardrop muscle, feeling all three of my muscles in my quads while I connect to my hamstrings and my glutes. My core muscles are staying nice and contracted all the way around 360 degrees. Staying connected to my deltoids, biceps, triceps, lats. The lats take another mind to muscle connection. Keeping my breath super still. Standing tall so that my spine feels nice and comfortable. The ultimate trophy pose. Giving my body a break. Hunching my shoulders forward to let my body relax. Wonderful. It's been 16 minutes, and so I don't want to keep this workout too long, so we're going to go ahead and end the live, but I'm going to do another one right after this. So if you want to keep jumping with me, then jump on to the next live. Oh, it's been 19 minutes, so I'll go ahead and end this one. After you do flexing like we just did, make sure to health bounce for at least another minute. Let's just finish off so that your body is nice and loose and relaxed after flexing for that long, because we need to just release any tension in all of our cells. Perfect. All right, trophies. Thank you for joining me. Stay tuned. Jump on to my next live if you want to do a little more.